So it seems like most people who are stuck, they've got a state that we could call struggle. And that's a relatively high energy state. They struggle with something, right? It's like lifting a really heavy weight. And they also have a low energy state. All right. I'm chill. I'm cool. And that's pretty much it. It's almost like their life is based on speed. Yeah, just sitting at it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Just sitting, chilling in traffic. That's one state. And the other state of struggling with, like, I just wanted to move. I just want to be able to move. I just want to be able to... I can't move. I can't stay in the state of my wish fulfilled. I'm stuck in traffic. You'll notice I talk about I don't sit in traffic. I listen to traffic. See, there it goes. There goes a bird. There goes some traffic. Perfect divine timing as usual. See, here's what I notice. This stuff gets to be about unlimited directions and destinations. This stuff gets to be about discoveries versus definitions. I get to discover who loving teacher is, who loving happy husband is, who loving happy puppy dad is every day. I get to discover who they get to be. I just don't define who they are. There are different playgrounds that I inhabit pretty much at all times. You know, if you go to the playground and you just define, there are the swing sets. There's the spinny thing. There's the monkey bars. If you just define it all, it goes flat. I don't want you to have a flat life. I don't want you to have a frustrated life. I want you to make waves and I want you to have fun. I don't want you to ever wait. There's another state. Waiter. Maybe that's what it boils down to when people get stuck. They get stuck with that low energy state of waiting, which can also lead to that frustrated state of struggling, waiting. One of the answers to this is to let it be all about you. I get a lot of manifesting love requests. We've got that little pack, How to Manifest Love. It's pretty cool. Covers the basics. Victoria and I are playing with something that's massive with How to Manifest Love. Stay tuned for that. Because it's not just about getting it. You know, it's not just about like getting into a relationship. It's also about feeding it. And the only way you can feed it is to feed you. It always comes back to you. I get to discover who I am with Victoria today. I know I'm loving a happy husband, not because we're married, but because of we're married. It's not a piece of paper. It's not an announcement. It's not a ceremony. It's a knowing she's not going to be here today. It's a knowing that I'll be happy when she returns. I'll miss her while she's gone. And yet I look forward to what will we share when she comes back. And how will I invest the time while she's gone? So the state of struggle makes this work. The state of struggle. It's sort of like when Neville Goddard says, the state that you most commonly return to is your dwelling place. He doesn't say, build a fortress. He doesn't say your state is your fortress, defend it, make it bulletproof. He says, the state that you most commonly return to is your dwelling place. By the way, if you got gold there, you see that there's a difference between imagining that you're fragile and you need protected, and your state needs protected at all costs. Avoid the news. Do not listen to anyone who swears or speaks negatively about anything or anyone. Surround yourself with purple unicorn farts, because they'll bounce everything away. That and the blue bubble. We love the blue bubble. People are nuts. You see, here's what I notice. You see, back in the old days, I used to worry about money. I used to worry about when the mailman would come. I'd wonder what kind of bills he'd be bringing today that I can't afford to pay, that I got to put on the fridge, that I got to prioritize as far as which ones need paid now, which ones can I put off till later, which ones have a higher penalty rate, which ones are they really tired of. See, been there, done that. That's hard. That's a lot of clutter. And so if you're going to imagine wealth, imagine not having the clutter. You look at the fridge. You see, people try to come up with all sorts of complicated scenes. My mother is congratulating me on being a multimillionaire and making $1 million a month. That doesn't happen. It really doesn't seem to happen, right? Yeah, I'm sure it's happened to one person in the world. There's 28 billion people in the world, or 8 billion or something, I don't know, 27 million in Australia. I'm sure it's happened to one person, so never mind about that. But, if you're used to seeing shut-off notices and bills on your refrigerator, and you're imagining wealth, imagine looking at your refrigerator and knowing what color it is. Because you can see it. This is called you having an experience. And then you go see your friends. I used to go visit my friends years later, and it's like I couldn't tell you what color their fridge was. I could tell you what their bills were, because they were right there staring them in the face every time they went to get a cookie, or an ice cream, or a piece of cheese. See, when I get a piece of cheese, I just want to see that fridge door opening and get some cheese. You get how simple this is? If you don't combine this with crap, it's very simple. If you combine it with crap, it gets really complicated. Stop it. And finally, so we've got the state of struggle. Let's compare that to what we call the state of simple. You'll notice Manifesting Mastery Course Lesson 1, the first lesson is simple. Got an email from a lady the other day. She goes, I don't get it. This is bullshit. Oh, yeah? Radio. She goes, well, is the rest of the course like this? I mean, like what, simple? Life-changing? Absolutely. Right? She didn't last. That's fine. Some people would rather be right than happy. Some people would rather think they know the answers. You see, here's another one. I already know that, Mr. 20. I already did that. I already know that. I already did what you're telling me to do. You see, I watched Rocky as a child, and Rocky didn't say that, right? Rocky listened to Mickey eventually, and he won. Anywho, stop struggling. Do not give space for one more day of struggle. Dive deeper, have fun. That's it for me today, guys. I do imagine you enjoying this and getting that we don't teach the normal stuff here. We're teaching the subtle bits that most people miss. So here's what I want you to do. If you got gold today, easymanifesting.com. Go there, sign up. Right? Click the link that we send you in the email so we can send you the emails. easymanifesting.com. 7 cool little lessons plus the daily email. Those little lessons will rock your world. Do all the assignments. Do not skip the little sub bits. Oh, but Mr. 20, I don't feel like commenting or posting or letting you. Yeah, play. Stretch a little bit. You'll be surprised how high you can soar if you stretch. Next. By the way, you can also get it on the daily email list only at freeneville.com, the 220 email list. You can do it there if you want to. If you want to skip the 7 videos, that's fine. But meanwhile, ready? ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, 90-day adventure. It takes about 15 minutes a day. $97. You see, we eliminate excuses. You don't got to spend $4,000 to learn how to do this. Our Dream Driven Day program, if you get in the early bird thing's only $500 for a 30-day program with 30 people, private Facebook group, all that good stuff. See, I've got this crazy idea. And this crazy idea is I don't have to charge $5,000 for someone to learn how to do this. I can charge little bits of money and feed you the tiny little bits that matter. You don't have to go through hours and hours and days and Yeah, sit around in luxury so you become used to luxury. No. I want you to know what color your refrigerator is. Meanwhile, ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. If you want to get gold, if you want to actually have experiences that change your experiences, that's the course. It's the backbone of all we do. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. And finally, for the sharers, those who share their lives with us, those who share the shows, sharing is caring because we care about you. We love to get to know you. Most MM members, they send us an update every 7 days because we give you ours and we ask for yours. Doesn't have to be anything big. In fact, I don't read big things. I love little updates. That way it's like a conversation versus a sermon. That's why I love little podcasts, 10, 15 minutes max. You know, in the amount of time that we do this, you could have done a ManifestingMasteryCourse.com lesson. But meanwhile, or you could waste an hour listening to something long. All right, that's it. Sharing is caring. And for those who share the shows, the podcast, we appreciate that. We share, and, well, you found this because someone shared us. Be the blessing. See ya.